Today we're coaching a subscriber. We're coaching Saeed on some hard point Skid Row. And Saeed, man, we just had a private game session. You kind of torched me near the end. You were kind of frying me. I was a bit scared, man. You told me you're silver 1. In my head, I was like, it's gonna be I've been streaming for 5 hours. I was like, it's gonna be a nice, easy session. You're kind of gunning me, man. So I want to see why you're silver 1. Let your clickbait me in your top 250. I want to see something. So starting off, you're chucking a grenade through. Now, in principle, I like the play of using your equipment. In theory, no one's really on the hill. You can already see no one's there. And it feels like a bit of a waste, okay? Just a small detail. What we're going to be doing, we're critiquing everything so that you can learn from it and think how every single time you play, how there's different things you can do. So first things first, if you're going to chuck a grenade in, you probably want to chuck it through fireside. Again, very small detail, but the details are what makes the game, okay? If you're chucking it through this window, by the time it goes in, realistically, look where they're spawning. There's not really a chance within 6-7 seconds they're going to be all the way in there. At maybe a stretch, they could be in fire if they go through the jump up through P3. But even then, I think it's too early to be chucking equipment, okay? It's a good thing to do, but I think you went there a little bit early, okay? I bet you get the kill and I look like an idiot. Look, you see what I mean? That you go through... Yeah, because it's just too early, right? No one jumps on the hill. Yeah. You go through... Okay, starting off using the rival. Now, in terms of the break-off, you're going through garage. Your team's going through the left, so I don't mind the break-off. Let's kind of think what's going to happen before it does. So you go through. You're now at this door. Again, base spawn here. Now, one thing I will say, when I'm coaching diamonds and crimsons and stuff like that, I coached somebody earlier on today. He played this same map against Gwyn, Ghosty, and Pristini. So that session was a bit different because the other team were playing near perfection in terms of rotations. What we're going to notice is the team you're going up against, I guarantee they're not going to rotate properly. They're going to play a bit weird, and they're going to be all over the place. So I'm going to show you certain times where you're going to get the spawns because of the enemy's mistake, not because of your team's teamwork.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and what that means is if you can work on the other side of things, you're going to be perfect. So starting off, you're going through there. Your 2 teammates are going to the hill, which is fine. And your last teammate looks like he's going through, I would say, the stairs about there. So maybe that's your current setup, I would say, something like that. So we know they could have won around P2. Now, where would you expect the other 3 to be? Where would you predict them to be?
One maybe going to like garage.
Okay. Maybe
outside.
Through like here? Should we say in front of you, potentially?
Yeah, probably there. I'd say maybe one to like
one P3 area? Right. Okay. Yeah. And then maybe one P3. We can just say plat, for example. We don't know, right? We're just guessing.
Yeah.
So let's see what you do here. Okay, good. I don't mind if you check the thing straight away. Look at the mini-map. The reason why we did radar on was to check the mini-map. So you were spot on in terms of your guess. Instead of being garage, he was actually jump up. So he basically is just right there. So you can see how we're painting the picture as it's going along. So let's see what you do here. Gonna push through. You end up behind him. Your teammate's there. Get the first kill. Now, one thing I would say is right now, again, very, very small thing, but paying attention to detail. This guy's pushed in. He's killed your teammate. It's a 3v3 now. So let's just say he's dead. And let's just say your teammate's dead, okay? But somebody's still in the hill. The point is, the guy in the hill is probably around there. You're coming through here. You're the red team right now. You're jumping up. Your teammate's over here. What I think you should have done instead, is my opinion, is there's 2 ways to play this. One is to go through the route that you did. Go through the door. But the problem is you then join up with your teammate. So you go through this way. But you guys kind of get trapped in this little room. Like if you go this way here, you guys get trapped in this room. Okay? What I think you could have done is gone through a different angle. Maybe played through plat. Just kind of flank them. Like played a little bit different. Let your teammate push in. And then just come through different angles, okay? Because the point is you want to collapse on the hill. You don't want to come through one side. Okay?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah? But you're going through. You have a stun grenade. Very early in the game. Because there's no trophy systems, I would love for you to use your stun grenade. So right here, first thing I'll say jump on the right. But I'm okay with this. You go forward. I would say right now stun grenade. And again, something I'm going to say a lot to you. But we went through in the private game is your centering. And I want to pause it and show you. Because this is the thing that you can work on to straight away improve. Right now, look where your crosshair's placed. Yeah. I know it sounds funny and it looks funny, but it's fine. Because in the game, if you're not focusing on it, it's going to happen naturally. So when I pause it a lot, you're probably going to be sick of it, which is good because you're not going to do it again. So right now, if you look at your crosshair and look where the enemy's going to be, and if I told you before, where do you think the enemy's going to be? Where would you say?
Probably there.
Where he is now, right? It's quite a predictable spot. Yeah. So if you know that, when you're coming through the window, I think a better play would be to, just center onto him. That'd be a perfect play. Center onto him. Now look what you have to do. You have to drag your aim right, then left, then right again, and then kill him. You're doing 4 times the work. So right there's a perfect example of why centering is so important and why you should perfect it the first time to guarantee the kill. So you can see, yes, it works. You get the kill, but I think, again, that's more of him being a bad player than you great shot. Okay, good recovery. You go through, this is fine. I don't know about smacking your teammate in the head. I wouldn't advise it. Probably not the best way to do it, but he might have pissed you off in the pre-game lobby, so I'm going to let you have that one. Was there personal beef going on? You smacked him in the head with a sun?
No.
Oh, no, just an accident? Oh, I mean,
that was an accident, bro.
He got his revenge on you. He killed you himself, so I guess there's clearly a personal issue going on with you two right now. Look at this. You stunned yourself and him, and he nades you in the head, so... Maybe it's a silver thing. Maybe that's how you guys greet each other. I don't know. But you guys just, like, fried each other. So 25 seconds left. Okay, you're going through to P1. Now, what I would say, right now, I would love to see you switch to an AR. For me, personally, right now is a perfect opportunity. Switch to an AR. Start playing for P2, okay? P2 on this map is a massive money hill. So what I don't mind you doing is getting the initial time. But remember, P2 is a massive money hill. When I say money hill, for people that don't know, it means it's a hill where you can soak up a lot of time. You could probably get 50 seconds on an average hill if you hold it effectively. So right now I'd love for you to get an AR out and go towards P2, okay? First frame of thinking. Instead, you're going to go to P1. Again, it's okay. I'm just giving you another option. Let's see what you do here. Again, good use of equipment there, but I feel like it's not really aimed at anything. You don't know where they are exactly. It looks like it's going to land pretty short. Probably going to hit your teammate, if anything. Not really too effective. So I like the fact that you're using equipment. I just don't think it's too effective there. But look what's happening. You're helping them on P1. And what I'm noticing is there's no one on P2. And like I said, in these silver lobbies, what you need to do is your gun skill is okay. Your gun skill is fine. Once you get your centering a bit better, you could be dropping 40, 50 kills a lobby simply by out-rotating them. Right now, imagine instead of being up here, you had an MCW and you were standing on here with a trophy. I think against players like this lobby, I really think you can get like a cruise missile up there. Like, I think if they're coming one at a time against you, which they probably are, that's an easy kill for you. You know what I mean? Like, just work smarter, not harder. Like, right now, you're getting the time. Like, you're fighting for 10 seconds, but even now, even this. You get the first kill. This is fine. I get you don't want to just rush in there, but you're not really making an impact. You playing your life here sounds good in practice. Oh, I'm playing my life, playing well. You're not really doing anything. You're giving them the time. Now, look, you get the kill. Again, you're pushing through. You're playing for what? 5 seconds? And you die anyways? Yeah. So, not only... Oh, Glock Les, I got in the server. So, not only did you get the time there, you got 5 seconds, you end up dying. Your teammates... This is what I mean, though. There's no reason for your teammates to have the rotation. The enemy should have the rotation here. But somehow, they don't. So, what you should have been the first guy on the rotation with an AR. Instead, you're not. You're now going through the top pair. Look what you're pre-aiming. Okay? Again, it's fine. Not the end of the world. But realistically, where do you think they're coming from right now? What would you say?
I don't know exactly what it's called, but just like kind of from somewhere
from
like the left area.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry, that's on me for not showing the call outs. Would you say around this a bit here?
Yeah.
Or what were you gonna say? Where were you thinking?
So where was I? I was in like P1 area.
So let me paint it for you. So you were here. You spawned up there. You spawned here. You go up to here. And this is how you can start to understand the spawns a bit more, okay? I don't expect you to like, know it fully, which is absolutely fine. But this is where we can improve your game awareness stuff. So let's say your teammate's going through there. You're right there. Your two teammates are on the hill. If you think about it, logically, they're probably going to be all over this area. Because this area is the most empty. They probably spawn there. They're probably all over here, right? A good team right now, they'll be trying to pinch your team. They'll be trying to push through and kill your team off the hill. Okay? They might have someone in garage. The point is they're trying to probably pinch the hill. Realistically, there isn't really going to be anyone on the old hardpoint right now. So right now you can see, I'm assuming again, this is my point, because the game's a bit random, the lobbies you're in, there might be 1 or 2 players all over the place, but we're playing for the majority. So look right now what you're doing. This guy doesn't know what's happening. Your teammate right now, look what he's watching. I can promise you this is what's happening right now. And look what he's watching. Okay? He's watching this. Now, do you think anyone's going to come here? Not really. If P2's here, why would anybody be like, yeah, let me go to P1. Let me just vibe at P1. You know what I mean? So you got to think logically, right, where could they be? Well, they're not going to be there. That's fine. So let's go through. Let's see what you do now. So you're actually going to flank them. Again, I don't know if you thought this or you meant to do this, whatever. But this was an okay play. At the start, I think the best play for you would have been Get an MCW out on P2. P2 and P5, I prefer an MCW. The rival's very hard on these two hills. The rest of the hills, I'm happy for you to use a sub. If you want to be the optimal player, okay? Because your shot's pretty good with an AR, I would use an AR on these hills. What you should have done, in my opinion, was backed off here and watch the cross. Make sure they don't cross and kill your team. But if you are going to play like this is fine. So let's forget your teammate for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you two options, what you could have done. So let's say you spawn here, okay? Now, option number 1, and let's just do option number 2. I mean, they're labeled, so let's do it like that. Option number 1, what you could have done is you could have gone through the tunnel with an MCW, sat here and watched the cross. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? That way, your teammates are on the hill, you're stopping them. You're stopping this guy. You're stopping them. You're basically stopping them. So you're watching the whole cross. Chuck a stun, chuck a nade, slow them down. You're making sure no one crosses. That's fine. Option number 1. Option number 2 is what you did. I don't know if you meant to do it, but it's a good play if you do it fast. Go through the top, cut through, flank them, get a 3-piece, spawn them out, and hold this position. A little bit higher risk, definitely higher reward. Because you're flanking them. The risk is, if you push them here, somebody's watching the flank, he gets a good timing on you, you're leaving your teams in a 3v4. Does that make sense, though?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think option 1, in
Yeah?
this case, is less risky.
But at the same time, high risk, high reward, okay? So what you're doing now, you're doing risk 2, which is, again, it's fine, as long as you're planning to do that. So you're going through, you're playing aggressive. Let's see how it works out. You go through, you're behind one. You get the kill. You get the kill. That's fine. You get a 2-piece. Now what you've done is you've pushed this area. Number 1's out of the equation. He's dead. Number 2's dead. Now these two, they're kind of in a bad spot because you're pinching them. So this is what I mean by this is a good play. But a bit more aware of the gunfight. So you get this kill. You probably know he's going to be around here. So instead of reloading and... Again, I'm painting the picture before it happens to show you the awareness. Before it's happening, I know this guy's seen on his kill feed. My teammate's died. Let's look to the right. As he looks to the right, guess what? Saeed's coming around the corner. But instead of pre-aiming him, you're reloading here. So you should be reloading, chucking a stun over, just being ready for the gunfight. Okay? Go forward. You die. Not the end of the world, because your teammate gets a trade. Now, in that scenario, I'm going to say it's a good play from you. It's a good play because you pinched it. Now you're doing option 1. But can you see how an AR will be more beneficial here? Look what you're watching. Yeah. Bro, you've done option 1 and option 2. You know what you're doing. It's about identifying why you did it. You might have done this by reflexes. Like, well, I'm going to ask you actually, what do you think of option 1 and 2? Like, did you do that by reflexes? Or was it what do you think? Was that option in your head or?
Yeah, it's kind of just like.
Was it like a feel, like what you think?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a feeling, right? It's kind of like when you play it,
Okay,
play the maps often, you just kind of follow the same routes.
Okay, that's good. I mean, that's fine. That's a good answer. But what you saw is we actually strategized it before it happened, which I think is even better. Yeah? Because you're allowing yourself to think, what is the best option? Let's try it. So you go through, you get 1. Cool. Go through again. This guy's in the distance. Now, right now, if you could flip a switch and have an MCW, would you have one right now in this exact spot?
Yeah.
I think so,
definitely.
Right? I think it's a no-brainer. So that's the point. We need to set up before we get there. Instead of being reactive, we need to be proactive. Be like, cool. I'm doing this is how your head should program yourself. I'm doing option 1, P2. Let's get an AR out. Okay? Then stuff like this, it will happen all over the time. Now, remember, when you had an option 1 and option 2, they also had an option 1 and option 2. So their option 1 was to push this area here. Okay? That was their option 1. Most popular play, quite hard. Their option 2 was to jump up top and flank you. Remember what we said, high risk, high reward, right? Because if you watch the flank there, you get the kill. But can you see how both kind of sides of the map have, it's like a coin, right? 2 sides of a coin. Every time you play, there's 2 sides of an equation. Right now, you're watching the front. The problem, you're leaving the flank open. He flanks you. He gets a 2-piece. Oh, you actually fried it, shit. So good play from you. You can play your life. 25 seconds left here. What I would say, rotate. Simply rotate. You get the kill, perfect. There's no reason for you right now to be here. Because think about it. If no one's in this area, how long do you think it would take for this guy, for number 4, to get to the hill? What would you say in your head? How long do you think it would take him to get to the hill?
If he's there?
Yeah, if he's roughly there.
Just like a few seconds.
Maybe like, I mean, maybe 6-7 seconds, but even then, he has to, remember, he has to pre-aim and stuff. The point is, it's going to take him about 10 seconds by the time he checks the angles, pre-aims and runs at you, okay? My point is, you're right now with 25 seconds left. If your teammate's on the hill, you shouldn't be going to the hill as well. You're basically double stacking it. Like right now, you should be rotating. Like look what you're doing. You're watching the hill, which is fine. I mean, not really. It's not fine, but like what's the point of this? Is my argument. Like right now, look, you're both holding the hill. You're fighting for 18 seconds. But think about it. Against a good team, okay? And this is my point about silver lobbies. You need to... The hardest thing about being in silver lobbies is the people you go up against don't understand spawns. So you're not going to understand it because you don't get exposed to it. Like right now, look what the actual scenario is. Where's your other teammates? Let's see. So this is the scenario. Now I want you to tell me, where do you think, if the P3 is here and you were the blue team, now where would you want them to be? I would probably want somebody on the plat here, somebody back apartments, somebody on the hill, and maybe somebody middle, like something like that. Like just having a lot of cover, maybe someone like that. If this is the setup they have, and imagine you're going up against a pro. Do you watch a CDO or not really?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, okay. Imagine you go up against a really good team like a pro team or something, right? And this is their current setup, and you're the red team. The new hill's just popped. How long do you think it will take you from go to here all the way here? I'm going to say 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah? So think about it. The 15 seconds you're fighting for now, you're guaranteed anyways. Like, I guarantee you're going to get this 15 because you've got 2 of you here. Look what you're watching. There's no one going to push you right here. You wasted a trophy for what, 10 seconds? There's 3 of you guarding this with your life. Like, this feels like you guys are holding treasure right now. Look, he said, yo, my boy Saeed needs some help. I'm going to help my boy Saeed out. That's how much Silver's pressurize scrap time. He's like, yo, fuck. And then look, your teammate's like, what are you 2 idiots doing? I need to leave you. So he's left you. But the point is, look, there's 3 of you in old for 12 seconds. You're guaranteed these anyways. Yeah. So you should, at this point, leave. Okay? You've used your trophy. Again, it's just about thinking of the minimap, thinking of the bigger picture, not just thinking of the small time. Look, I can guarantee no one's pushing you here. You're like, fuck. And you left the side, you left the 5 anyways. You didn't even want the scrap time after all that. But now look, the new hill's popped. Yeah, the new hill's popped, and you guys are maximum at garage. Maximum. Now, my point is, in a game like Hardpoint, and in a mode like Hardpoint, you want to be setting up the new Hardpoint early. You want one person on the old Hardpoint. So what you wanted, ideally, in a perfect setup, not even perfect, like in a normal setup, what you probably want is something like this. Like, you have 2 people fighting through middle, like a lot closer, like make it a lot more tighter of a setup. So at least here there's fights going on, but if you win them, you get the hard point. But what you actually had was this. Can you see the difference of like just how much more slow it is and rigid? It makes it a lot harder for you guys to push through, right? And again, you're playing in a silver lobby, so I understand your brain's thinking, oh, I'm going to go with my teammates and stuff, but this is the problem. They don't understand spawns, it's going to cost you. So you need to understand spawns to be the guy that makes the break. Now, remember what I said somebody on the blue should be? He should be here. You running out in the open, again, is kind of just thinking, I'm just going to try to flank. It's like, I've got a feeling I should flank. I'm going to try to flank. If I was on the other team, I'm always playing back apartments. I would have had a free kill on you. Okay? You would have died here, spawned back here. So, again, this is a silver problem. I'm going to call it the silver problem. Because they don't have anyone watching the spawn, you might get away with it. Because someone's probably saying, if this player here was sitting back apartments, he kills you here. Does that make sense?
Yeah? No, that makes sense.
So, he was watching the flank there. But like I said, someone's probably going to be watching this. So, whether he's here, I still think he should have been top there. But regardless, he was sitting back apartments. He kills you. Now, I think you're going to spawn back here. What would you say?
Let me see the map again. Yeah.
Yeah? So I didn't give you a chance there, sorry. I thought it froze. But the point was, your teammates are here. You died here, you're going to spawn back here. Now, what did you get from the last hard point? You guys fought for, what, 15 seconds? Remember, you guys were like really, really eager for that 15. You've already given them 10. And they've got the new rotation. You see the difference? You see what I mean here? Like, you're setting up a failure on the P2. So what we need to work on is setting up for success here. And just pushing things properly and stuff like that. Alright, bro?
Yeah, got it.
Perfect. You go through. Again, it's a silver problem. They're not watching the flank. You're pushing through. This is fine. That guy should have watched the flank. You go through. You get the kill. The guy's going to be on your right here. Good kill. Now, I think they need to look at their minimap there and realize you're flanking them. I think you made a good play, but again, I just think that was just poor from them, in my opinion. But look, oh, that guy was moving right there. That guy was moving against you. But can you see how it's very random? It seems like I'm watching a public match right now, almost. There's no real control. You say we've got a problem there.
Plus, like,
Say we've got a big problem. Yeah, go on. What are you gonna say, sorry?
Also, like, I'm just playing solos and stuff as well, right? No one talks on their mic.
Yeah,
So like,
the thing I play solo as well, and I think that I feel sorry for you because it's hard in the lower lobbies because when no one knows what they're doing, it's a little bit harder. I think the good thing about diamond lobbies I'm in solo queue, to an extent, everyone still rotates. They know what they're doing. But Saeed, why don't you like your teammates? Look at this grenade here. Tell me how this ends well for us.
Oh shit! I don't know what I'm doing.
Tell me how this ends well. Who's paid you from the other team?
I think I was hoping for it to like bounce. And, like,
okay, let's play devil's advocate. It bounces off the wall, right? You know it's gonna bounce right into your teammate's head. It's gonna bounce here and land right there. You just don't like your teammate. Look at this kill. You got a 2-piece to be fair, but the problem is you killed my boy Spliver there. We gotta work on that. And guess what? You know what's funny? That's the same guy that killed you at the start. You've 100% got beef going on with this kid. Okay. 10 seconds left. Same thing as we said last time. Forget the scrap time. Think of the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture, do you think?
Rotate early.
Rotate early, okay? Look what you're holding. You're not pushing it, you're holding it. Yeah. If I'm him, if I'm the guy on the hill, if I'm number one here, if I'm number one, I'm sitting here, and you're, where are you? You're standing here, right? You're hoping you push it. You think about it. If I'm number one on the hill and I'm on this head glitch, why on earth, with 10 seconds left, would I jump out and challenge you? There's zero benefit to that. If anything, I'm standing here, I'm getting the scrap time, and then I'm rotating to my apartment and I'm watching my spawn. Yeah? Again, that's what a good player would do. So you're hoping he makes a bad play. He doesn't, and now you're like, shit, I should push him. Like, even this gunfight, you might get the kill, but to be honest, it doesn't do anything. Guess what? Your boy's coming. Your scrap time friend. He's like, yo, don't worry, we're getting the scrap time together. These 2 seconds are going to be worth it. Don't worry. And he's pushing through. And now you're like, fuck. The hill's done, bro. You know what I mean? Look, you're fighting for scrap time. Yeah. That's not even there. And look, this is the funny thing. You're now rotating. Why are you rotating? Because you see the hill's moved. But think about it. It's not like it's random. You know now the hill's going to move in 10 seconds. So you should be moving yourself before the hill. Don't wait for the hill, then move. Move, let the hill come to you, because the hill's going to come to you. It's not like it's random. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope this makes sense, though. I wanted to explain the more spawn side for you, because I know that's what you're struggling with a bit more, and I hope this makes sense to you. Are you with me so far? Is there any questions, or...?
No, yeah, it all makes sense. Like, I'm just wondering, like, how... Because obviously you need to spend some time capturing the hard point, right?
Yeah.
And then... Like, you don't want to stay there too long. Like, how do you know when's the best time to, like,
rotate? That's a good question. I think it comes down to, like you said, experience of understanding, but at the same, it comes to just a feeling, right? So right now, would I say to rotate? Probably not, because you're so close to the hill. There's 30 seconds. I'll say go for it. You're next to it. But right now, with 3 of your teammates on the hill, is it really going to make a difference with you going there? And what you have to remember is, there's like an equation. The equation is the scrap time worth the rotation? So what's more worth it right now? The rotation or the 15 seconds? I'm going to say the rotation, because that's going to give you about 40 seconds. So right now it's a simple equation of your teammates are all here. It's just a logic thing. Logically, if my teammates are all here, that means no one's on the rotation, okay? If I'm here, no one's on the rotation, we get 10 seconds. Is it worth it? I don't think so. They're going to get 10 seconds like it's nothing. So right now, definitely rotate. So this is like red flag. No, rotate. Come on. You need to be going. You need to be going. But your brain is actually like, nope. There's still a hard point. We're fine. And now look at this. Okay. As soon as you see, oh shit, hard point, let me rotate. So all you have to do is you're thinking it, but just think it 20 seconds earlier. That's all it is. Okay. So as soon as your brain thinks it, just do it. Just to get used to it. Now you might rotate too early sometimes. Again, our whole goal here is to get used to it and get you to understand it and learn it and how you can manipulate the rotation, stuff like that. But look what you're doing. You're trying to fight the right side, and again, they're rotated, all right? So they're already set up. Oh, we know what you're doing. Killing your teammate. Going forward, the guy's there. And again, it's really difficult for you to get any time here because they're set up. They're already at the back here. Okay, bro? They're already back apartments. You're just coming in 20 seconds late. They've already got a setup here. You can't sneak in because they've got a whole setup. They've got the spawns. So that's what we got to work on. It's not the kills. It's more like, look at this. The fact that you killed him is stupid. Like, he should have pre-aimed you. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that you're getting through in this silver lobby is insane to me, because no one knows what's happening. So if you can understand the spawns, which is really hard to do, but anyway, it's definitely difficult to do. You've got the gun skill. Look, you just fried this guy. You've got the gun skill, but do you have the knowledge? Are we going to learn the knowledge to win the spawns? So right now, you're going through, you're breaking through the front. You just single-handedly broke the hill. Okay? So what does that tell you, Saeed? You've got the gun skill. It's just about the map awareness and the knowledge. Now, I want you to tell me, what do you think should happen here with 3 of you in the hill? Based on what we spoke about.
We don't need this many people. Like, one of us should
perfect.
Start rotating or like watch somewhere else.
Perfect. So what you said spot on. It's not about, oh, when do we rotate? Why are 3 people there for 15 seconds? That seems a bit overkill, right? That seems a bit like, I don't know, it seems a bit excessive. So look, you're holding it, that's fine. Your teammate dies, that's fine. Again, this is okay. Now look from their perspective. They've sent 2 people here. They're stupid themselves. They sent 3 people for 5 seconds. So exactly what you did on P2, they've done. That's my point. It's not your fault. This is the silver problem. When you don't understand spawns, it's more of the public attitude of just go where the red dots are. Now, you're probably going to hold the new spawns. Let's see. Remember what I said earlier? There's going to be a time in this game where you're going to get spawns without doing anything. This was one of those times. Against a diamond team right there, if you were sitting like this, they're going to give you the 15. They're going to say, Saeed, have the 15. What are you going to get? What's the score? 57 plus 15. 72. Saeed, you're on 72 points. They're going to get 55 seconds on the next hill, maybe 60. They're going to get to 164. So you see the maths of it? They're going to give you 17. They're going to get 60. That's a 40-point lead from 2 hard points. But as I said, they're playing terribly. This is fine. This is where you should be like, cool. Let me watch the rotations. Now, let me watch the cuts. What I would say right now is look at the mini-map, okay? So garage looks empty. So I'll say, cool. Right now, if I'm you, I'm holding garage. So what people do, the problem again, it's a very, very easy thing to fix, okay? If I was you, Saeed, I'm getting an AR out, and I'm just looking at the map and filling in the gaps. Right now, if we think about it, your teammates are tunnel. So you've got your teammate tunnel, for example. You are here, and your other teammates with you. Now, realistically, let's say this is angle 1. This is angle 2 in garage. This is angle 3. Are you okay with that? Like 3 ways of coming towards the hill. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think both of you should be back here? Or do you think one of you should be back here and one of you should be pushed out watching one of the angles? I personally think the best setup you could have here is you could sit on the hill, maybe on a head glitch. Number 2 could back off, watch your garage. And number 4 could sit on this AR heady. Don't you think this looks a lot more strategized and better than 2 of you sitting on the hill, allowing the pressure to come in? Now, because you're solo, let's see what I think you could have done. If your teammate is on the hill right now, what I would have done if I was you is say, right, my teammate's on the hill. I can help him. I would probably sit here or sit in garage or do something to make a play. My point is I would basically push these guys out, especially because you have better gun skill than them. I would watch this cross and watch this cross. And just while my teammates are repositioning, just make sure that nobody gets through. Because once they get through here, it gets a bit mixy. Once they get through here, it gets a bit mixy. So we should stop them from pushing through. But the problem is both of you on the hill. And let's see what happens. Okay. You're watching the left. Again, look, the only thing your teammates actually had there was tunnel, which you've just stunned and naded. So again, kind of wasted the equipment there. It's fine. Again, it's fine though, because you're using your equipment. Yeah, they are random, but it's fine. Right, you would have loved the stun right there. You get the kill. Oh my god, Saeed, you've done it again. You killed your teammate.
Oh shit.
I didn't even know you did, bro. That was a good nade. If you're on the other team, that would have been a great nade. So you killed your teammate. That is so funny. I can't believe you killed him. So you go through. Now you know they're on the right. But the problem is garage is empty. So this is where you need to pause in your head. Look at the mini-map and say, shit, garage is empty. I need to watch that. But you're doing a good job. You're getting to, you're holding it. Put a trophy down here. And this is what I mean. Can you see they're just walking into you? Now your teammate right now, he should easily be up there. But this is the problem. Everyone plays too compact. Instead of sitting here, your teammate's sitting here, right? He should be up here, stopping them from getting to you. So I do feel for you in terms of solo queue, it's going to be harder. But the problem you have now is you're waiting for them to push you. You're allowing so much pressure on. But you're doing your thing, you're getting a few kills. And look, you're frying them. Remember we said garage was empty. Okay? So it's about how you can look at different angles at once. If it was me, if I was you, I would get an AR out and just watch over my team, because I can watch multiple angles at once. Don't rely on my team to do that for me. 15 seconds. Same thing here. I'm probably saying, yeah, get this kill and rotate. There you go. Right now, I'm rotating. My teammate gets the whole time, I'm rotating. Let's see what you do. Good. So you're rotating. So you know what to do here. You're rotating. So you've done it on P1. It's about getting it to be done more effectively, more efficiently. All right, bro? Yep. Just a speed thing right now. You get there a second quicker. You know where they're coming from. Imagine you're there 2 seconds quicker. That's an easy 2-piece for you. So when you spawn here, right here, look, just being quicker. Instead of holding this 15 seconds, look, being quicker, sliding here. Good, you see him up there, boom, running. Just these, like, you could have saved 3 seconds there. Same play, exact same play, but 3 seconds quicker. Right now, you know they're coming from the left, chuck a stun there. You see what I mean? 2 seconds quicker, same play, you get the kills. So it's not like you're doing anything wrong, it's just a timing thing right now. You go through, again, they're on your right here. You're like, right, they look like they, okay, at least that was a good stun. Going forward, let's see what you can do here. I don't mind this play. Maybe just a little bit more fluid with your movement we needed. But again, not a bad play, I don't mind it. Go forward, 30 seconds after this is fine. Now you know where they are, exactly where they're going to be. They're going to be in the left room. If we look right now, logically, for them to be in the hill, they have to be in that room. They have to. They physically can't be in the right room. Do you know what I mean? They have to cross that room first. So if I was you here, I'm chucking a stun in that doorway. Just helping your teammates out a little bit. Yeah?
Yeah.
But again, this is fine. You're going forward. You're cutting them off. This is fine. I'm okay with this. The big picture, P2. Right now, you can see nobody is rotating to P2. In these lobbies, if you can be the rotator, you will win every time solo queue. 100%. Look at this. You're pushing P1 again. Remember what I said. You guys love the scrap time. You guys love it. Look how many people are on scrap time. How many people are here, would you say? 3?
All of us.
4 people for how many seconds? 13? It doesn't seem worth it, right? It just doesn't. You guys, look, you're guessing where they're coming from. Now, I would say one thing. You guessed the spawn correctly. They're probably spawning around here. The problem is, no logical person, when there's 10 seconds left, is spawning here and pushing this way. Most of them are going through tunnel and setting up for P2, okay? If you guess a spawn right, what you did with the information is what we need to work on. You're going through, you're going to garage. Again, you're watching, you kind of know what's happening. Now you're pushing through. Guess what? They're set up. Look how easy it is for them because they're set up, okay? If you were set up there, you're chilling, bro. That's a free kill for you. This guy kills you. Do you think you're better than him? I think so. You got 17 kills. But imagine if you actually used an AR and set up. I think you're on 30 by now. This is my point. The lobbies you're playing in are not good. You're better than the lobbies, okay? Your gun skill is way better than the lobbies you're playing in. But look what you're doing. Look at the gunfights you're taking. Now, realistically, do you ever think you're winning this?
No, man, I'm just like...
Sliding in with a rival. Just trying, like, it's very difficult, okay? You've given him a 3-piece. Now, do you think he's better than you by a mile to get a 3? I don't think so. I think it's simple as we didn't rotate, we gave them too much time. Now, how many seconds did you guys... Right here, 15 seconds, okay? You fought for 15 seconds, all 4 of you. Look at the new hill. You die again. Another wave. It's been 15 seconds. So this is the trade-off. You guys had 15 seconds of scrap. You gave them the rotation. You're like, take it. We'll have the scrap time. Not only do they get 15 seconds on the rotation, they still have the setup. Can you see what I mean in my head? Like, what's happening? You're giving them the time that you got, and you're giving them the setup. Okay? It's not a good scenario to be in. You got a sub. Bro, this is just not an easy gunfight for you. I know you got a good shot on you, but look, even that's just such a hard gunfight. Think about it. I need an AR here. Okay, let me get an AR out. Let me be more flexible. Let me switch. Oh my god, what kind of timing was that, Saeed? That was some juju right there. That was some juju right there. What the hell? As soon as I said it, you switched. But again, like I said, it's a bit too late. It's just too late here. But you gunned this shit. That's what I mean. Your gun skill's fine. It's just too late now. 20 seconds. You don't want to do the same thing you just did. Right now, you guys should chalk it up and be like, you know what? We gave them 60. It's not ideal. But if we get 60 on the new one, it's actually an even game. It's 180, 180. Instead, you're pushing old. You're going for this. Yeah. You're fighting for... Look at this guy. This guy... There's 2 people on old hardpoint. What does that mean on new? That means there's 2 people on new. Okay? There's 4 of you. Logically, if you rotated here, you get the new hardpoint. You end up dying, spawning in the same spot. The players you're going up against, they don't know what they're doing. If you can have a little bit of knowledge of spawns, your gun skill will carry you to at least gold. At least gold 3, then we get to platinum, and that's when the mechanics can be developed a bit more. I think right now there's no reason why you should be in silver, okay?
Yeah, got it.
But look, we go through again. These guys just don't know what they're doing. Good nade, good use of equipment. You're going through, chuck a stun, you watch over, and you're just like, right, what can I do? Looking at the mini-map, this is fine. Your teammates got the hill, they're going to come in front of you. Look at that, you're gunning them when you need to. But the problem isn't the gun skill, the problem is your positioning. Now look what you're doing, okay? Just to take it back a second. Do you remember the first rotation? Do you remember where you were sitting? Let me show you what I mean. Do you remember when?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were sitting here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy in the hill, in this case, let's just do a 1v1, just to show you what I mean, just for the image. You're the red one, and I'm the blue one, for example. Do you remember when you were sitting here? You were expecting this guy to jump at you. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're blue, you're not jumping at anyone, are you? You're holding the angle because that's a smart thing to do. So think about it. Your other side, if you were a twin right now on the other team, twin Saeed, red team Saeed, he's holding this angle. You're actually happy with that. Would you agree? Like, you're actually okay with that. You're getting all the time. He's not doing it. He's not really being a danger to you. So that's how you can reverse engineer it, okay? What did I do? What's a good thing? Oh, shit. No one's pushing me. I'm happy. I'm getting 20 seconds. Perfect. While you're getting these 20 seconds, what are these two idiots doing? They're your bodyguards right now. You don't need security. You need your team rotating, okay? You need your team to rotate right now. This is where the rotations happen. Look, no one's rotating. So what you should do going forward, if you find yourself in this spot in solo queue, you should think, fuck, this is not good. There's 3 of us on Old Hill, 20 seconds left, I need to be out of here. Trust your teammates to win the gunfights, but do not trust them to rotate. And in terms of even how you rotate right now, just rotate backwards. Rotate backwards with your AR, go top apartments. Do you remember what you did when you were red again? What did you do? You went through bottom middle. Remember? You stood there. Play for you. Pretend you're playing yourself. What would you do? I would go bottom middle. Fuck it. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna go somewhere I think I can kill him. That's all you gotta do. So just by using your logic and your gameplay, we're able to stop the push from doing what you do. Look at this. You're holding the flanks. Fine. 10 seconds left. You're holding it. Great. What about the rotation? Like, they've already got the rotation. This is not good. Now you're going again against a better team. They don't let you walk through. These guys are letting you walk in. Against a better team, they don't let you walk in there. They do not let you get this. Okay? So again, just because it works doesn't mean it's a good play. If anything, it's a terrible play from them. They let you go through. You're chilling. You break the spawns. But you didn't really do anything. They let you through. You know what I mean? There was no one back apartments. Again, I don't mind this. Maybe use a pistol here. Get a little bit more pace in your game. Good kill, get a pistol air. I would challenge him if I was you. You know exactly where he is in the front. Your teammate's pinching him. Take the gunfight to him. Your teammate's pinching him from the front. Take the gunfight to the guy. Don't even let him have this one.
Yeah.
$30 you're going to go for it, which is fine. I would take you to Semtex as well, just because... Oh, no. Saeed, we need to... I'm going to have an equipment class with you, mate.
Oh, yeah. I killed myself. Yeah.
I think you should use Semtexes. With a sub, Semtex is a lot better, a lot faster. Again, 20 seconds left. Probably could rotate here. By the time you get on the hill, what, you're fighting for 2 seconds? Maybe 10 seconds? Again, rotate. I know you, obviously now you know, but I'm saying in the game, like, we're just going through the same thing so you understand. But look at this. You're going through. What, you're fighting for 10 seconds at max? 3 of you are pushing 10 seconds. It's not really worth it, is it? And you're not even pushing it. That's the funny thing. You're letting them have it still. They still got it. This is the crazy thing. You've not even fought them. You've just given them it. You're playing for the cuts. Now, instead of playing for the cuts over here, right? Instead of playing for the cuts here, why not set up? Why not set up here? Same cut. You're watching the same cut, but at the same time, you're watching everything more. So instead of being there, watching the same guy, be down here. Let him push you, kill him.
Yeah.
Turn around. You got an AR. You beam them here. Just a lot more easier. You're red dot chasing right now. You see a red dot? Cool, let me chase him. You're not thinking bigger picture. The bigger picture is they need 25 seconds. Not only did they get the scrap time, they also got the new time. Big problem, okay? You die anyways. You spawn out. They've got the hill. It's just now you're breaking an unbreakable battle. You're giving them the spawns. You're trying to break the hill. It's like you guys are training your breaks. You don't care about the hill. You're training the breaks. Look, you're getting the shot. You're shooting well, bro. You get a 2-piece. You almost get a 3. The shots wasn't an issue there. The issue was the rotations, the positioning, and again, your teammates got fried. But for me, I still think you could have won the game with this same team. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like,
Definitely, yeah.
maybe they could have played better, I understand, but I still think you personally, with your gun skill, you could have won this game with this team. I think so. But YouTube, man, again, shout out to the boy Saeed for letting us use his gameplay. And yeah, man, I think there's no reason why you should be in bronze or silver. I think you should definitely be in gold minimum and making your way up to plat. Once we work on a few of the slight mechanic stuff, but mainly the spawn stuff. But YouTube, make sure to drop a like, show Saeed some love as well for letting us obviously use his gameplay. Absolute goat for that. Be positive in the comments, show him some love. And